fucking cute. Plant parenting is a new art to me, so I'm gonna give you a quick preview of 2 of the art pieces. Trying to get to the same level as the plant. My current goal is just to bring the place to life.
Drive 9-5 to feel alive. Tell my mind to flow like tide.
Guess who finally got a motherfucking couch? Welcome back to another episode of my apartment transformation. If you did not know, I have a 450 square foot studio apartment in Los Angeles, California, and I've been documenting the process of taking it from a bare bones empty place to the little studio space of my dreams. And I have lived in this place for, oh my God, I don't even know, like 8 months or something ridiculous like that, without a couch. It's a small ass space, so at first I wasn't even sure if I wanted a couch, but after living, like, okay, hold on. Before we get too far into it, let me get a matcha. This little beverage is from Clark Street Bakery, cutest fucking place ever. Continuing with what we were saying, I wasn't sure if I wanted a couch at first because the space is so small, but living with just a bed and 2 stools for people to sit on, I began to realize that the space really just felt like it didn't have a casual sitting spot, I guess you could say, and it just didn't feel complete. And also my entire apartment is very, very neutral. I'll insert some clips of what the rest of the place kind of looks like to give you an idea if you haven't seen it before, but I felt like it needed some richness, some pop of color to sort of bring it to life, and that was really the focus of like this part of the transformation. My current goal is just to bring the place to life. I feel like I already nailed the like soothing minimalistic vibes, but it still needs like a little bit of flavor, and I think this is a good step in that direction. It's a green velvet love seat. I think it's so fucking cute. It's the perfect size for the space. It comfortably fits 2 people. It's super, super comfy. I literally, when I sit on this thing, it like kind of makes me not want to get up. Like that's how comfy it is, which is how you know a couch is good. I also have this like cream fluffy throw that used to be on my bed that now has found a new home here. And I like it because it sort of pulls in the cream color from the bed and the rest of the space and makes like the whole thing feel really cohesive, and it contrasts so nicely against the green velvet. I have some footage from when we had the couch first delivered that I will insert here. My mom was helping me. She was visiting in California for a bit. We were trying to figure out where to place it, whether I wanted to move my nightstand. We were just trying to figure out the logistics of the whole thing. And the space is really starting to feel filled up. But another big thing that I knew I wanted to get for this episode was some plants, because whenever I see photos of plants in apartments, it just makes it feel so much more alive and nice, I guess. I got some plants, a little plant haul. I had to move them around a little bit since I first got them, just because I'm trying to figure out like how much light they need. I'm trying to basically figure out where they're gonna thrive the most. I have like 0 plant parenting experience. Definitely not my strong suit. I've already sort of started to kill one. Whoops. But I got these at, basically it was like a plant store attached to Anthropology, which is like a clothing store. I forget what it was called. I'll probably insert it here. I had never heard of this before. It was like literally a plant sanctuary in there, and I came across these cute ass plants and also got some really cute trendy pots for them there. What's up? Okay, she is a caladium and she's a little dying. I will admit. I think I just did not give her enough light. She also has some like new sprouts, so I'm not too worried. Like it's still growing, just some of the leaves have died. I had to actually cut some off this morning. But nonetheless, I fell in love with her. I love the pink leaves. I think it's so cute. This is not the spot that I would love to have her, but if this is what I have to do to get her enough sunlight, then that's fine by me. It's in this like yellow creamy pot. I'm gonna see, hopefully I have footage or photos of her in her prime, because she can be so gorgeous. She's just struggling a little. Also, do you guys like this little green clip in my hair? I got it at a little shop in Venice. Okay, this is plant number 2. This is a money tree. I thought it was funny because it's supposed to like call in money for you, and I was like, I would like that. So I just got this literally, I think it was at like Whole Foods. It's a little dry. Plant parenting is a new art to me, so I think I had this one too much in the sun, so kind of the opposite problem. So now they've switched spots. This is where the pink plant used to be. So yeah, she's cute. I wonder if the fact that it's drooping actually is a bad omen for my financial stability. I'm totally joking, but I do think it's like a cute concept. So, okay, on to the final trial. Gorgeous. Shall we try putting it on top of the fridge? How should I rotate it? Maybe like this, so it sort of hangs off the side.
That sounds
Okay. Okay, so this is the final plant. It is in this matcha clay pot, which I think perfectly matches the vibes of my apartment. I'm very obsessed with it. I feel like I'm literally like trying to get to the same level as the plant to talk about it. I wanted something that could potentially long-term like drape over the side of my fridge, since my fridge is just sort of this like depressing white box. And I feel like it needs like a little color, a little flavor. So this is gonna fit that bill perfectly. I think if I can keep it alive, hopefully it'll continue to grow horizontally. This is really making me realize how short my fridge is. Like I can stand on tiptoes and be taller than my fridge. Even not standing on tiptoes, I'm like the same height. Now let's talk a little bit about wall art, because I think that my walls are another area where my apartment just needs some life. Like it's looking a little decorated, underdeveloped in the wall art department. So let's have a quick chat about that. Hi from editing, Brielle. So since filming this, I've found out that I am probably going to be moving in a couple months, and I honestly thought I had maybe a half year here still. So the plans that I talk about in this next portion of the video about how I want to keep decorating, like honestly might be out the window, because if I know I'm going to a new space, it doesn't make sense to buy more things specifically for this space. But I still thought it was like a fun part of the video, so I'm gonna keep it in, and honestly I might stick with some of the art, or at least like the themes, because I still like that style. I just don't know how my new space is going to fit. So I just wanted to say that real quick before we get into this next part, because if you guys never see the results of what I talk about here, that's why. Okay, let's get into it. I had to bring back the couch shot. It's just too good. It's too cute. And it feels so much more natural. I've been filming in the weirdest fucking spots, the weirdest positions, because I didn't have somewhere to comfortably sit that made sense to like talk in videos. And this is just honestly a game changer. Anyway, okay, so let's talk a little bit about wall art. First things first, let's kind of go through a quick checklist of what I was looking for. I figured out that I wanted my wall art to be photographic for the most part. So like to be like pictures versus like drawings, paintings, abstract pieces. Obviously this is subject to change, but at least for the time being, that just seems to be what I like. I also knew I wanted photos that have sort of like a vintagey feel. I wanted to stick to a semi-neutral color palette and stick to my apartment colors, which are neutrals, green, and pink. Those are basically the main things that were threading together what I was looking for. And I knew I wanted a big piece of art above the couch. I didn't think I wanted to do like a collage wall, because I thought that would just be like a little too chaotic and messy, and I wanted something that was more like clean and simple. So I actually went onto the internet, obviously, and did a whole bunch of scouring and searching on a ton of different websites, and I decided on a few art pieces that I actually think are gonna work really well. I actually photoshopped, very messily photoshopped, just like what the art pieces would look like in different spots of my apartment. And I'm gonna give you a quick preview of two of the art pieces. First things first, for this couch, insert the photoshopped photo. I basically went with a black photo featuring a disco ball. I decided I didn't want to do any photos with people's faces or just like people, unless it was like an isolated body part like this, like a hand, an arm, a leg, where it like just kind of looks like art, because just like the idea of having people's faces hanging up in my apartment just was not what I was going for. I wanted something a little more minimalistic. That's what I'm thinking for this. And then, okay, I also picked out a piece for this spot right here. I'll insert the photo right now. Basically, my thought process with this last print is that I thought it would be fun to simultaneously pull in the darker, more like glamorous style that I'm thinking for the print above the couch with the more neutral aesthetic of the rest of my apartment at the moment. So it's just sort of the best of both worlds. I also just think it's like a really cool picture. So I also drew a lot of inspiration for this from Maddie Drasbeck. I think I'm saying that right. I think she said the G is silent. I love her style. I love her apartment. She is the one who kind of inspired me to get a green velvet couch. And she has a lot of disco balls involved in her aesthetic. She like uses disco balls in photos and things like that. So all of that is to say that sort of gave me the idea to try combining like disco ball photos with the green couch, with all the neutrals going on. I think it's just gonna add just the right amount of darkness and flavor and color, and just gonna bring the place to life in a way that's still really true to my style and my taste. So if you like the new things that I'm adding, definitely let me know down in the comments. I do have one more vlog of me sort of working on the apartment, as well as my original studio apartment tour when it was unfurnished. So both of those videos will be linked below if you haven't seen them yet. Hold on, I feel like I need my matcha if I'm gonna do an outro right now. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, all the related videos will be linked down below, and definitely like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. Cheers. Go get yourself a matcha right now. So good, so good.